So I had this conversation like an hour ago with one of my friend's mom, and it was very like she's very spiritual, right? She's like very like into the spirituality shit. So I told her like, oh, I met my girlfriend. I told her about like the restraint theory and the fact that you're gonna meet the right people at the right time, and everything is gonna make sense. So I think it's very important that you recognize that people come and go, okay? But the right people, they will never go. I talked about it in the last episode. We talked about people, we talked about your friends. But the right people, trust me that they will come at the right time and everything will make sense. And I used to be not spiritual at all. I didn't believe in the universe, all that kind of shit. But now that I've traveled, I'm convinced that I always met the great people at the great time, like the moment I needed to meet them. Because every person that I met and spent time with, they really influenced and changed something inside of me. They really made me something more. You know what I mean? So I wanted to talk about how the right person, they're never gonna make you feel bad. They're never gonna make you feel worthless. They're always gonna appreciate you no matter what you do, even if you're doing stupid shit. They're going to try and get you out of that shit. But most importantly, these people, these people, you will meet at the time you don't expect it. Okay, whether it's my girlfriend, whether it's my friends I met while traveling, and even some friends that I do have in France, it was never planned. It was never something that happened and just came to me. It was something that I wasn't aware was going to happen. It was just something I was, living my fucking life, just chilling, walking around, doing whatever, and it just came. And the thing is, you're going to sense it. Maybe I'm just too good with like sensing if people are good or bad. But most of the time, I can tell if I want to speak to someone just by looking at their face. Because usually their facial expression and the people they are, it just gets out. You just know who they are without even speaking to them. I mean, that's how I feel. But usually when I see someone and I know I need to speak to that person, I will definitely go to them. I will approach them because I just feel it right. And I want to talk to you guys about this thing that I did. Like, it was now almost a year ago. I was desperate for money, okay? And I couldn't find a fucking job. So I decided why not go in the street and explain to people the project that I had, which at that point was traveling across Europe with little money. We were like trying to raise just enough money to buy the plane tickets. And so I made a speech and I only approached the people I felt like approaching. Why? Because some people, I could just feel on their face that they weren't going to react right. And maybe it's because I was still too scared of rejection, but what is crazy, okay? We approached about like 20 people in total, and out of these 20 people, we only got rejected 5 times. And when we approached the people, the 5 people that I didn't feel like approaching, but my friend is like, bro, we need to approach everyone. Like, that's how it works. The 5 people that I didn't feel, they didn't give us any money. I'm not complaining about the fact that they didn't give us any money because, to be fair, if someone came to me, usually I never carry cash with me, so I couldn't even give them money. But if someone came to me in the street and were asking for money to travel, I would probably be like, I'm probably as broke as you. Like, I do have some money, but it's not enough. I wish I had more, but I'm still very grateful for what I have. Always be grateful. Also, think about that, guys. But I wouldn't give them money. But it's crazy because the people that I sensed that were like nice and were gonna give us money, they always actually gave us, you know. And I'm very big on that, the fact that you're gonna sense the good people. You're gonna know when it happens. You're gonna feel it. I can't explain how it works, but you will feel it, okay? So make sure when the day comes and the red strings happen to be at the right time, you're gonna meet the right people for you. Whether you're traveling, whether it's for career opportunity, at some point you're gonna meet someone right, okay? At the right time. That's someone you need to meet. When that guy come into your life, when that girl come into your life, never fucking push them away. Even if you're scared of what might happen, because even me with my girlfriend, she's living 17,000 kilometers away, which is approximately 11,000 miles. That's a lot, right? I think we can agree on that. That's a fucking lot. But at the end of the day, I know she's the right person. And I know that I need to fly to her because that would be a missing opportunity that I'm gonna regret later. And if you ever feel that if you don't do something, you're going to regret it later, that means you definitely have to do it. Always listen to your instinct because your instinct is the most trustable thing you have in you. Because when you start thinking too much, okay, maybe your brain is actually smart, maybe you have 120 IQ, whatever, maybe you have 150 IQ. I don't give a shit about your IQ. Because your brain is gonna do the most safe solution. And what you want isn't safety. What you want is to experience. What you want it to is you need to trust your guts. Always trust your fucking guts. What like do you think our ancestors, when they were hunting for fucking meat because they have to fucking feed themselves and their family, do you think they were listening to their fucking instinct when they see the animal coming to them? Or do you think they were thinking, oh, what should I do? Oh, I'm so scared. No, they were running after the motherfucker. They were throwing the spear at them, whatever. They were doing it. And I think in life, the best decision you will happen to take, it's the unexpected decision that you take with your gut without thinking twice about it. You just know that it's the right thing to do without even having a thought process or whatever. It's just you know that it's right. And something's gonna happen at some point in your life, you'll just feel right. And if you ever experience that, and I wish that you experience it as soon as I did, because I'm 19 years old, I'm very young. If something feels right, keep pushing after it, whatever it is. Because the thing that's gonna feel right for you may not feel right for your friend, may not feel right for your mom, but you should push about it. You should go after it. Whatever you're chasing, whatever it is, if you feel that it's coming to you, go after it. Okay, don't even question that. All right, that was today's episode. I'm really grateful I talked to you guys. I'm gonna see you in the next episode tomorrow, of course. It was a pleasure to talk to you guys today. I see you tomorrow.